Does your sales brain need a little bit of a break? We're going to talk about refreshing the sales brain on today's episode of the 5-Minute Sales Training. Well, welcome back, everyone, to another 5-Minute Sales Training. So happy to have you with us here. Hit the like button. I think you're going to like what we've got right now as we talk about how you find that creative time, how you step away from sales in order to be fully refreshed when you step back into it. And so I thought, let's bring in somebody really creative who is also really good at sales, and that would be the one, the only Pete Lang. Pete, how you doing today?
Awesome, Jeff. How are you?
Good. And you're joining us from the great state of Wisconsin, yes?
Yes, sir. Just outside Milwaukee in Pewaukee, Wisconsin. Yep.
What's up, Wisconsin?
Love it. Now, you've been in home sales for a number of years. You lead a sales team up there. You're in a stressful job. It's a stressful job all the time, but maybe more so when the market shifts and suddenly we need sales and there's a lot of pressure on to be able to get those sales and we're looking for answers. It can rack up a little bit. You know that. I think everybody who's watching knows that. And I would contend that when we take those problems home and we never release them, then we're never that good when we get back to work the next day. We never really got the downtime. You are very much into making sure that you get some creative downtime. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, Jeff, thank you so much. I've been blessed to have really a dual career, kind of a second career, midlife career, working full time as a music teacher, professional musician, kind of in between sales careers. And my music career has survived into this incarnation as a sales leader. And I've made it clear to ownership and everybody, all of my colleagues know that it's a vital part of my existence. I said I wasn't going to actively look to grow it. I'm not trying to promote myself as a performer, but I have enough traction that I continue to get gigs as a trumpet player and as a singer, working with several big bands in my area. And my calendar, some nights every week, I've got something musical happening, and it's absolutely essential to my state of health, my state of energy, my state of well-being. Everybody around me knows it. And so sometimes I'll get people coming to my gigs, but and I'll get calls to do wedding receptions, et cetera. But it's an absolutely vital part of how I keep the energy in what I'm doing professionally.
I don't know how he has the energy.
Let's talk about why. You carry a lot of stress in the real estate business. What is it about music, and could it be anything that allows you to step back and step into something? What is it that is so beneficial to you?
There, Jeff, I think that gets on the level of any hobby that somebody's truly passionate about, any second pursuit that anybody's truly passionate about, is the ability to get into a flow state, the ability to stop the mental chatter, the ability to stop the urgency and pressure of need to do, and just wholly immerse in an activity that honestly just pulls you out of that. Music has that ability to do that for any of us listening to it, but performing it in particular. So I really think it's just the interruption in the flow of mental noise that allows for a reset, allows for that flow state, and allows for you to return like, okay, I can go back and then I can sort it out a little bit better.
Maximum engagement.
In the book, The Power of Full Engagement, Jim Loehr and Tony Schwartz, they talk about the idea that if you want to be fully engaged in something, you have to fully disengage in everything else. And I know for me, I have never been out on the ice in the middle of a game thinking, do I need to be in Phoenix on Tuesday? I mean, when I'm in a game, it is all game. I am assuming that that's the same thing. Like, you can't really think about that problem home buyer on lot 12 over here while you're in the middle of a performance.
Absolutely not. It requires too much engagement to perform really anything like music, art, sports, hockey at a high level. It's too dangerous to kind of have your mind be someplace else. You've got to be all in. I think that's why a lot of people like kind of danger sports or thrill sports. It's like there's no room for anything except full engagement in what's happening right now in the moment. You can't play a solo.
I think a lot of people would say that if you're performing in front of a group, it's the same thing. You can't be thinking about other things, right? I mean, you're just totally into the performance at that point.
Oh, totally.
True. Yeah. So there is a parallel and a corollary to what we do as sales leader or sales people sales performers, you ought to be able to get in that flow that way too. Yeah.
Right. Let's talk about creative crossover, because one of the interesting phenomena is that when we do something creative when we are not at work, it's the brain is an interesting muscle, because most muscles wear out when they're overused. But when you're flexing the creative side of your brain, you actually get more creativity than you really need. Have you found that the creative release that you have on the music side of your life transfers over into the business side of your life?
I think so. My music life is pretty social too. So the bands that I'm in are a community, and there's an attachment there. So a lot of social activity in between sets, in between shows. I find probably some of those, the insights that come when I'm detached from the sales environment happen maybe more in like an athletic pursuit. If I'm on a long road bike ride, suddenly a problem will just solve itself. And it's like, I know what to do. I know what to do when I get back to the office. So it's probably as a result of the creative pursuit too. They don't tend to happen like on the bandstand or in real time as much, but it's away from the mental noise of problem solving that those solutions sometimes just reveal themselves so beautifully. And I think that's due to using creativity and using kind of the other side of the brain, or the other side of consciousness, for sure.
I am impressed by your creativity.
One last thing here before we let you go, Pete. I've known you for a few years. You're a passionate guy. You're passionate about music. You're passionate about sales. You're passionate about leadership. Can you even imagine doing something in your life that you weren't particularly passionate about?
No, I've had a couple situations that I found myself in where that was the case, and it's drudgery. If you're not bringing a flame, days go by real slow.
Yeah, you got to be all in. You got to be all in. Pete Lang, fantastic stuff, great stuff. Thank you so very much. And hey, listen, if you're all in Wisconsin, find out where Pete Lang's band is playing. You're not going to be disappointed. It's the best of the best. Pete, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, Jeff.
All right, there you have it, refreshing the sales brain. Now, what are you going to do about it? Let's go out and make an action plan. Find something passionate, detach for a little while. You'll be better when you come back. Until next time, my friends, learn more to earn more.